Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we are about all things cinema. All right, I hope that you are having a great day, great evening, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are in the world. Hope things are going well for you. Thought I'd come on here for a few minutes and share with you my Kino Lorber Studio Classics collection. So, as I alluded to in my community post I put out on Monday, I want to share with you my Kino Lorber collection as well as my Arrow video collection this week. Now, those collections are nowhere near the number of titles I have in my Criterion collection. I have between 600 to 700 titles from the Criterion label, so that's the big focus of my collection and content on this channel. But ever since around the beginning of 2022, really gotten into Kino Lorber and particularly Arrow video. Really been loving the additions from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. They've done a great job. I can't think of a single edition from Kino that I have not enjoyed so far. They are killing it with their wonderful 4K releases, and I've been just completely happy with that label so far. And I've also been very happy with Arrow Video, particularly their 4K limited edition, those wonderful box sets that they put out for so many amazing films. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Again, these are pretty modest collections, so it's nowhere near what my Criterion collection is. I do have some videos on this channel of my complete Criterion collection. Now I should say complete because those videos were done last year. So ever since then, I've added a lot of Criterion titles to my collection, but definitely check out those complete Criterion collection videos on this channel. But today, I want to share with you my Kino Lorber Studio Classics collection. And as you can see here, this is the stack right here that I'm going to share. It's a pretty modest stack. It's not long. This will not be an incredibly long video because there's not a lot of titles here. I'm still building the collection, and that's where you come in. I want to get your comments, your suggestions, your thoughts based upon the titles that I'm going to show you here. I want to know, what titles do you think I should add to my collection? What do you think I should add to my collection? There's a lot of Kino Lorber 4Ks that are out there. I think someone commented on, in the comments section on my channel today, as of the time I'm recording this video, that there were about 45 4Ks from Kino Lorber. So I have probably less than half of that in my collection. So there's a lot of opportunities for some upgrades, for some new additions of 4K titles. And so based upon what I show you here, let me know 1, 2, or 3 top recommendations that you would offer of titles that you think I should pick up. I'm also going to show you some Criterion collection releases that I have in my collection that have Kino Lorber 4K releases that I don't have yet. And I'm going to talk about ones that I am leaning toward potentially upgrading and ones not so much, but I want to get your thoughts on those as well. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this Kino stack here. Now, I'm going to go in order of release. I've got these ordered in order of release based on the Kino number on the spine. And let's not waste any time. Let's dive into these. So this is Porky's and Porky's Revenge. I think this is the earliest one that I have, and this is a standard Blu-ray case. So this is a silly teen comedies from the 1980s, Bob Clark films, crazy, stupid, check your brain at the door fun. Porky's and Porky's Revenge. This is the only one in my collection of these Kino releases that I have not seen the film yet. I've only seen the first few minutes of The Lost Weekend. This is a Billy Wilder film. I'm really looking forward to checking this film out in its entirety. It won the Academy Award for Best Picture from 1945. So I definitely want to see The Lost Weekend in its entirety. I tried to watch it a few months, I guess a couple of months ago or the other month, and was just tired and fell asleep on it. Peppermint tea here. Delicious. This one here is an upgrade of a Scream or Shout Factory, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Really nice addition from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. Love this title. This is one of those 4K releases that I just absolutely love. And it is an upgrade of this edition right here that I have from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. So this is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Really, really good movie from 1978. It's the remake of the 1950s classic. Great film. It's one of those great remakes. You know, oftentimes remakes don't work. In the case of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that 1978 film definitely lives up to the legacy of the original. Let me know in the comment section if you think differently, but I love that 1978 film with Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, Brooke Adams. Great, great cast, great film. Touch of Evil. This is a fantastic edition from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. It includes all 3 versions of this film. Just absolutely fantastic film from Orson Welles, starring himself, Charlton Heston, and Janet Leigh. Love this movie. Good movie. And this was an upgrade of the Blu-ray edition that I had from Universal, Touch of Evil, which is a really nice edition that Universal put out. This is the 4K from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Pretty nice espionage spy film that has a great cast: Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, Tom Hardy, John Hurt, Toby Jones, and Mark Strong. You know, it's a nice film. I won't say it's one of my favorite films, but it's a nice film. I probably need to give this a second watch, but this is a highly regarded, critically acclaimed film that is a great addition from Kino Lorber. It's a nice picture. You know, it's a very nice picture and a nice addition from Kino Lorber. This is one of my favorites right here. This might be one of my top 2 favorites in my entire Kino collection. The Apartment, Billy Wilder's film from 1960. Fred MacMurray, Shirley MacLaine, and the great Jack Lemmon star in this film. Extraordinary film. Love this movie. This is my first copy of this movie on physical media, and no better way to get it than this wonderful Kino Lorber 4K. This won Best Picture in 1960. So, The Apartment, highly recommended. Let me know what you think of that film. In the Heat of the Night, this is a 4K release from Kino Lorber Studio Classics of a film that I already had on Criterion, In the Heat of the Night. So I actually have not seen the Kino version of this. So I need to watch this 4K. And it also has the 2 sequels to this movie. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs, a 1970 sequel to In the Heat of the Night, and The Organization, 1971 finale to the Poitier Tibbs trilogy. So I have not seen those 2 films. I have seen this film on the Criterion edition. It's an excellent film starring Sidney Poitier, Rod Steiger, and just an amazing film from Norman Jewison. Great film. So yeah, Norman Jewison directed this film, produced by Walter Mirisch, and it's just one of those all-time great films from 1967, In the Heat of the Night. I love this film. This is a fun Steven Soderbergh film starring Jennifer Lopez, George Clooney. This is a really cool film because this is one of those early Clooney films where he really was getting established as being a major star. This really helped put him on the map as being, a star, a leading man in Hollywood. Came out in 1998, so 25 years ago, and this is a very nice 4K edition. Really had a lot of fun revisiting this really cool, sexy film from Steven Soderbergh. George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, out of sight. This was actually an upgrade over my Blu-ray edition, which I didn't bring in this stack, but really happy with this upgrade on this Kino Lorber 4K. Dressed to Kill. This is a 4K release of a Criterion edition that I have right here, Dressed to Kill. So nice to have this on 4K Ultra HD. I haven't done the full comparison to determine whether or not this is a worthy upgrade, but I have a feeling that, it is. It's such a beautiful, beautiful film. Brian De Palma. It's based off of a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master, so I need to do a full viewing of this. I love this film. I've seen it a number of times. It is just a wonderful film. It's not my favorite of the Palmas. That would probably be Blowout, but this is Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson, and Nancy Allen in a all-time classic film. Angie Dickinson is amazing in this, and I just love this movie. I mean, I think she played her part for the time that she was in this film brilliantly. I love her role. Love Michael Caine in this. Nancy Allen is always wonderful. Dressed to Kill from 1980. All right, I really enjoyed this film. Taking a Pelham 123, my first time owning this 1970, what, two? Yeah, I'm sorry, 74 film on physical media. This is a really good movie. There was a remake of this film from, I believe, Tony Scott, starring Denzel Washington and John Travolta. That's also very, very good. But the original has a charm all its own. And seeing New York City in the 1970s restored on 4K in this wonderful looking 4K disc is a treat. This was a first time watch for me, and I really enjoyed it. It's got some nice special features as well. So yeah, taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. And then this all-time classic, Charles Bronson taking No Prisoners in Death Wish. I still need to watch this edition. I've seen this film, of course, but I need to watch this Kino Lorber 4K of this 1974 film, Death Wish, all-time classic. This was the first time watch for me earlier this year, Marathon Man, starring Dustin Hoffman, William Devaney, Laurence Olivier, Roy Scheider, Martha Keller. Wonderful cast. I really enjoyed this film. It's just a wonderful, wonderful movie. This scene here with the dentist, is it safe? Is it safe? Is an all-time classic scene. Is it safe? Laurence Olivier asks. You tell me, is it safe? I don't know. Is it? 12 Angry Men, I have the Criterion, I didn't pull it, but 12 Angry Men, this is a nice upgrade in this 4K edition over the Blu-ray edition from Criterion from several years back. This is a nice edition from Kino Lorber. This looks so nice on 4K Ultra HD. It's a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master, and this black and white film has never looked so good as it does on this new 4K. You can definitely, get a nice sense of a notable upgrade in picture quality over the Criterion Blu-ray, which was already a nice Blu-ray, but that just brings this black and white film to life, looking as good as it's ever looked on physical media. I enjoyed seeing Serpico for the first time, this Al Pacino classic film. I've never seen it before, so it was great to experience this for the first time on this Kino Lorber edition, so really, really good. It says, many of his fellow officers consider him the most dangerous man alive, an honest cop. An honest cop can be the most dangerous man alive. Go figure. The Night of the Hunter, I need to finish watching and doing a comparison of how this 4K looks compared to the Criterion edition that came out several years ago of Night of the Hunter. But I have a feeling it's going to be a nice comparison. It's a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master, so looking forward to seeing this. This film is an amazing film. It stars Robert Mitchum, Shelley Winters, and it is an all-time classic. It's a beautiful black and white film. It's from 1955, and I highly recommend it. It doesn't hold you very long. It's 93 minutes. It is Charles Laughton's only directorial effort, and it is a good one. The Night of the Hunter. Great, great film starring Robert Mitchum. Got a couple more to go. I enjoyed seeing this film again, and I had already seen The Manchurian Candidate. I have this Criterion edition, but seeing it again on this 4K release that came out earlier this year, I did a review on the channel of this. I actually did a review of a number of these titles, but I did a live stream review of this, and I compared this to the picture quality of the Criterion edition, and also talked about the remake of this film starring Denzel Washington and Liev Schreiber and Meryl Streep that came out, I think, in 2004, which is a really, really good film. But this original film from 1962, all-time classic. You have Frank Sinatra, Lawrence Harvey, Janet Leigh, and Angela Lansbury, who played the mom in The Manchurian Candidate. Just an all-time classic film. Cold War paranoia at its best. So, so good. Love this movie. And then the last title is a title that I also did a review on this channel, and it's a nice film. Nice espionage thriller film starring Robert De Niro and a great cast. John Reno, Natasha McElhone, Stellan Skarsgård, Sean Bean, and Jonathan Pryce. It is Ronin, the 1998 film. This is a fantastic film, and this looks so nice on this Kino Lorber 4K release. So really enjoyed this. So yeah, this is my Kino Lorber Studio Classics collection so far, my ever-growing collection. Feast your eyes on this modest collection of Kino Lorber titles. But yeah, let me know, based on the list here, let me know what titles that I don't have that you recommend that I pick up. Let me know that in the comments section. Now, real quickly, before I let you go, I do have a list or a stack here, modest stack of Criterion titles that I'm gonna go through that have Kino Lorber 4K releases. And I wanna know in the comments section whether or not you would recommend whether I pick those titles up or not, or just stick with my Criterion edition. So I wanna know what you think. The Great Escape. Now in this case, I'm kind of leaning toward not upgrading because as I read on the back, it says, new restored 4K digital transfer. So this has a 4K digital transfer. So I'm wondering if that Kino edition, that Kino 4K is working off that same 4K master. If so, makes me wonder if the visual difference is worth the upgrade. So that's the question I have in my mind. This is a maybe not upgrade. Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot, this Criterion edition was based off of, at the time, a new 4K digital restoration. So I'm wondering, is the Kino Lorber 4K based off that same restoration? If it is, I'm wondering whether that upgrade is worth it or not. But for those of you who have seen both editions, let me know what you think. All right, Stanley Kubrick's The Killing. Now this is one that I might consider doing the upgrade. It says new digital restoration. So this is an older edition. It's based off of a high definition, like digital restoration, not 4K, not 2K. So I'm thinking that there might be a notable upgrade if the Kino version is based off of a new 4K digital restoration. So let me know what you think about that. Paths of Glory, at the time that this Criterion came out, was based on a new restored high definition digital transfer. So I'm thinking this might be a good candidate for an upgrade as well, because it's not based off of a 2K or 4K digital restoration. It's based off of a high definition digital transfer. So I assume that the Kino is based off of a new 4K restoration, and so there might be a notable difference. One more left, and this is the Jonathan Demme film, all-time classic, Spy number 13, the Criterion Collection, and it is The Silence of the Lambs. Hello, Clarice. I would like some Chianti and some fava beans, please. So yeah, my horrible Hannibal impersonation. But yeah, this one here is based off of a new 4K digital restoration. This Blu-ray came out, I want to say like within the last 5 years. And it was an upgrade over the DVD edition in the collection. They finally put a Blu-ray out, maybe Criterion. I want to say about 5 years ago or so. But it's based off of a new 4K digital restoration. So I'm wondering, is that the same restoration that was used for the Kino 4K? If so, is there a notable difference? So yeah, those are my thoughts. These are the Criterion editions that I have that I'm wondering, what do y'all think? Are any of these titles I should upgrade or not? Let me know that in the comments section. But yeah, let me know what you think of my Kino Lorber Studio Classics collection. It's a modest collection, but it's ever growing. Kino is one of those labels that I am super excited to continue to collect, and I cannot wait to hear what they announce next. But let me know what you think of these in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your recommendations. As always, thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time at the movies. Peace.